It is festivity times, but the bulls are definitely in festive mood. They're in the front seat. The Nifty is up almost 7% in the month of March, sitting at a 6-month high. Our entire team is standing by to, first of all, wish you a happy Holi and also to tell you about the list of top 10 stocks that we have on our radar today. The most important ones, of course, will be Jet and the likes. But Anuj, what are you watching out for today?
So, not a very high conviction list today because, just look, it's been such a large cap driven rally, but two stocks which look very interesting to me. One is Grasim. I think there was negative news and the stock did not break the recent lows, and yesterday in fact there was quite a bit of buying from the low point. So my sense is that the stock has absorbed this news and could be ready to move on, and there would be some shorts in the system, so that could be in the green. And I think EIL Engineers India has shown a fresh breakout. Now this is one stock which actually should move in line with the oil marketing companies. That's there's a direct play between EIL and OMCs. So a fresh rally has started. Yesterday there was some delivery buying as well. So I would want to watch some kind of continuation in that.
Okay. Well, irrespective of all the news, the Jet stock has not fallen, but nevertheless, the latest developments haven't been positive. Ritu Singh joins us on the phone line. Ritu, what have you picked up after yesterday's late evening meeting?
Well, Lata, mostly what we've been able to pick up after yesterday's meeting is, it was a very last-minute meeting that was called by the lenders, and not much came out of that meeting. We're given to understand that over the next couple of days is when bankers are hoping they'll be able to take a call and perhaps explore the idea of extending fresh loans by asking, Goel and Etihad as well to pledge shares. But all of those are just preliminary talks. The fact of the matter is, Etihad is not willing to pump in any money at this time, and in fact, it has offered to exit from Jet Airways if talks with Naresh Goel are not resolved. It had offered to exit at 150 rupees per share to any other potential investor or even to lenders, as we had reported yesterday, because there's been no headway in talks with Goel, and NCLT, as we had said, is the last route that banks want to take to avoid any termination of contracts under IBC, and therefore talks are still on. Hopefully in the next couple of days, banks are hopeful they'll be able to come out with a plan B if Etihad indeed does stick to its plan of exiting if talks don't materialize.
Okay, Ritu, thank you very much. You were the first to break the story that Etihad wants to walk out, and now that looks imminent. I just want to add the other stocks that are going to be in trouble because of this. Quite clearly the lenders. I mean, the lenders have a lump in their throat. They can't spit out Jet. They can't swallow it because it's a huge loan to swallow. Yeah. I mean, it's a lot is needed to even keep the aircraft running at current levels, which means another 2,000 crore of loans at least needs to be given immediately before any restructuring, because now there are all of 41 planes and no pilots willing to fly them. So it can implode very quickly, and other guarantees, LCs will all start now getting invoked, and then the loan, before you realize, from 8,500 crore can become 10,000, 11,000 crore because of the contingent liabilities also getting invoked. Therefore, it's a big problem. They may have to, they may be forced to lend more just to save the previous, or just in the national interest, because the government may not want yet another big carrier to go down. As Anuj has been pointing out, the stock market seems to know something, because the stock is not falling, and neither did the banking stocks fall yesterday. But I'm just telling you the banks that could be involved. SBI, PNB, BOI are among the bigger lenders, but you can go on just from up. Access to Yes Bank, all the names that you can get are involved, but the bigger ones, and then of course there's Canara, ICICI, IDBI, all of them are also involved.
Okay, well, the pilot union has given them an ultimatum that post 1st April they will not fly unless a letter of intent is signed for those pending dues. So Jet Airways could be under further pressure today. But moving to the real estate space, DLF is in the news. Sonal joins in to tell us why. Hi, Sonal.
Good morning, Sonia. Well, DLF will be in focus because they have entered into a joint venture with Heinz to develop a commercial project of around 2.9 million square feet in the city of Gurugram, and the initial investment is around 1,900 crore rupees. DLF will be holding around 67% stake and the other entity will hold 33% stake, and they have an option to increase their stake to 49% going forth. Heinz has already invested 500 crore rupees, and going by the 67% stake for DLF, they will have to invest around 1000 to 1200 crore rupees in this particular project. So remember, the debt in the books of the company is already 7200 crore rupees as on December 2018, and this particular investment could increase their debt. So in the longer term, while it is positive because of higher lease rentals, in the short term it is a mild negative because of higher debt. Back to you.
Okay, thanks a lot for that. Well, there could be a mild green. Abhishek, there are some news reports on DHFL getting some private equity support.
Well, Lata, this could mean, some relief to the stressed home financiers. So news reports suggest that, private equity funds like KKR, Bearing Capital, SSG Cap and Peregrine are in talks to buy out the bonds of DHFL. So they are talking about a discount of anywhere between 15 to 20%, which can result in an yield of around 18%. But however, the current holders are willing to let go of the bonds at a discount of 10 to 12%. Now, this will provide a relief to the stressed home financiers as it will meet its repayment. However, CNBC has not verified this news report independently. Back to you.
Okay, well, thanks a lot for that. Some more stocks that are in the news this morning. Anisha is here to give us that list. Anisha?
Hi Sonia, good morning, and yes, a happy Holi to all our viewers as well. I'll start with Bodal Chemicals on that note because they have taken up an expansion of one of the facilities, and that should be a positive news. They're also looking at expanding the dye stuff capacity, so that is another green tick for the company. However, on the flip side, Rallis India might see a red tick. That is because one of the facilities have suspended operations, and that is the Ankleshwar unit. There was some flash fire on account of some transfer operations, and some lives have been lost as well. So keep an eye out on Rallis India and trade today. Other than that, keep an eye out on Talwarkar Better Value because the promoters have been buying some shares from the open market. They have sold some stake as well. So there is something happening in terms of the promoters really buying and selling stake in this company. So keep an eye out on Talwarkar's as well. And lastly, Mindtree continues to be in news. Remember, there's a board meet today to discuss the buyback possibility. So keep an eye out on all those details coming in from Mindtree as well.
Okay, well, thanks a lot for that. Here's a quick recap then of our top stocks in focus. Stocks with positive news flow: DHFL, Bodal Chemicals, Talwarkar's Fitness, Mindtree, Grasim and EIL. So these are the stocks that have positive news flow going for themselves. But there are some stocks with negative news flow as well. Jet Airways, of course. Then all the lenders to Jet Airways, SBI, PNB and Bank of India could also be in the red today. But Axis Bank will also be on our radar. The company had met with analysts yesterday. Abhishek is joining in to tell us what brokerages made of that meet and what are the key takeaways. Abhishek?
Well, Sonia, to begin with, Axis Bank had a sell-side analyst meet yesterday wherein they mentioned that, they expect profitable growth ahead on account of improvement in the cost-to-income ratio and as and when the credit cost, that is provisions for NPA, actually gets normalized. So they are targeting an ROE or return on equity of 18% over the next 2 to 3 years. So they'll not lend to the infra portfolio of greenfield, low equity and non-recourse. As they are improving the risk profile in their corporate portfolio. They will grow in the retail portfolio, in the unsecured portfolio like personal loan, credit card, etc., which are high yielding portfolio. They also carry a higher risk over there. So profits and potential warrant conversion can actually keep the bank well capitalized over the next 12 months. So they are not looking to raise funds over the next 12 months. Brokerages are largely positive. Nomura and Motilal have actually upgraded the target price. Nomura to 900 from 850 and Motilal to 875 from 850, and the target price ranges from 840 to 900 across various brokerages. Back to you.
Okay, thanks a lot for that, Abhishek. That would be an almost unrecognizable number. Remember, at the height of its troubles, Axis was trading around the 400s, and anyway, it's already charged up to 760.